We are taking this opportunity to come to scan the situation at hand and wake up the Ugandan people, to wake up to the realities that are obtaining today. Nobody should blame us for not saying what we knew was supposed to happen. Today, many people in Uganda are so afraid, and they are afraid for their lives. I've been talking to very many people and they fear for their lives. They say they will kill us. They will kill us. They will kill us. Without even mentioning who is going to kill them. Those who are told that these people are going to kill us, they also keep quiet. Many people have been foiled behind. They don't want to take part in the national debates of things that are going on, especially those involving the son of the president, who has now distinguished himself as a person above law, a person who cannot be summoned by court, and a person who uses the military to intimidate all of us with an intention to subdue all political actors and to take over the reins of power from his father to himself and rule the way he wants us. He wants to rule. That is an existential threat to the constitution of Uganda, and the rule of law is under attack. And people cannot be allowed to keep quiet. Even if they wanted to keep quiet, it is our responsibility to rudely welcome them into the fray, to fight for our country's constitutionalism and rule of law, for peace and prosperity of this country we all cherish to be in. Come here because you care about the future of our country, and this is only the first of its kind of a meeting. Our hope is that we are going to have a snowball effect. A snowball effect that is going to engulf the whole of Uganda for a practical realization of the existential threat that we are talking about. Where a family led by President Museveni, who we don't know whether he's in charge today, because his son, who happens to be the CDF, the Chief of Defense Forces, is taking over the reins of power when he's looking. It's an existential threat, because should a state of emergency be declared today, the CDF would take over, and you will know that you will miss very many of us for a very long time in your life, for those who will be surviving. So it is in that respect that we have summoned ourselves to come and address ourselves, to put our act together, and to give hope to the people of Uganda that Uganda can do better. That is why we are here, and we are not going to stop at this. We shall continue with the snowball effect. We hope this is going to raise a ripple effect to ensure that everybody gets involved. You know, as I have described, it's not about political parties. It is about actors in the politics of Uganda, including the leaders in the social atmosphere, the religious leaders, our cultural leaders, including those in the performing arts who hitherto have not been active in the politics of Uganda, because it is our future at stake and we want to put our act together. So this is the clarion call, and it is not going to stop here. It's not about the person of Elias Lukwago, who has been in the dungeon and is now in prison. It's about all of us who are in threat, who have been threatened by arrests, by kidnap, by death, by those who have the power of the gun. who actually we pay with our own taxpayers' money, and they are holding us hostage within our country. And it was upon your effort that we managed to mount a fight and pressure to ensure that the party president was retrieved from the dungeons through the courts of law, now to Luzira. Maybe better that way than remaining in the dungeons where we don't know what exactly was taking place. For those of you who didn't interact with the Honorable Elias Lukwago, I did. And let me report to you that was badly assaulted. Told me clearly that they hit him on the head and even bled from his nose. He was assaulted so severely, and also is not so sure about the kind of meals which were given to him, because as a normal person he had to feed. So it cannot be known whether the meals were safe or not. And I will hurriedly say that I would implore to those people in Mason Bay to do baseline laboratory investigations before they take on Elias Lukwago for his health, because that will be an important milestone in his management after. But we want to thank you very much, those who followed us and who made the reports to the world what was taking place up to the courts of law. This meeting today is not a knee-jerk reaction to what is taking place. You will remember we have always been telling you that we are working around the clock to ensure that we meet with our brothers and sisters in all shades of political opinion in this country, including the progressive forces, even in the NRM, those people who are tired of what is happening in Uganda, especially the existential threat that has visited this country, which is orchestrated by the military that is taking over the whole of this politics. All institutions of government, including parliament, the courts of law, and all facets of authority within this country. We are taking this opportunity to come to scan the situation at hand and wake up the Ugandan people